Why, yes, the good old liberal anti-ICE protests. The best definition of violence and protests that are not protected by the First Amendment in the last 25 years. I feel like I have made this video 5 times now. I feel like, and I don't mean like I have tried to do this video 5 times and messed up and done it again. No, I feel like I have this video 5 times on my channel already. And this is what's so annoying is I don't expect everyone in the world to see my video. I don't expect everyone in the world to listen to what I say and do what I say. It'd be great, but I don't control the world yet. But this is what's so annoying is we've seen the videos of the leaders of these groups explaining how to do certain things, how to protect your face when you're getting pepper sprayed, what kind of masks you should wear, all this stuff. But what they don't do is they don't sit these people down, these children, these adults with only brains the size of children. They don't sit them down and say, hey, here's how to protest correctly. Here's how to peacefully assemble. Here's how to do what we want to do without incurring the wrath of the federal government. I've said this before. The clear definition of peaceful assembly is Taylor v. South Carolina. In the 1960s, students from the University of South Carolina decided to hold a protest for civil rights. And what they did was they decided to march around the South Carolina Capitol. And they decided that they weren't going to be this mass sea of people. They were going to organize in groups of about 20 people, and every, 30 steps, there would be another group. So it wasn't some massive wave of people. It wasn't a giant mob. It was a peaceful, quiet, because they didn't scream. They just held signs and they marched around. And the South Carolina Police Department arrested them. I don't think they arrested all of them. They arrested a bunch of them. And it got all the way up to the Supreme Court. And the Supreme Court said, are you kidding me? Like, y'all actually arrested? This is the definition of right to peacefully assemble. I mean, it is ridiculous that they arrested them. Obviously, we know why they arrested them. We don't need to talk about that. We know why. But this is not that. These people are going to sit there and cry First Amendment protections. And when they get arrested, when they're not using their First Amendment protections, the second you start impeding law enforcement's duty, law enforcement's job, you have violated your First Amendment protections. You are no longer covered under them. This is just plain mob mentality. This is what happens when you get a bunch of 18, 20, 25-year-olds who are just angry at the system, who have been taught and brainwashed to hate their country, to hate anyone that looks like them. And all they want to do is burn the world. What did Alfred say in Batman? Some men just want to see the world burn. Well, that's all these people, that's all the people in charge want. They just want to see the world burn. They want to see the United States fall. And we're not going to let that happen. So this is another protest outside of the Broadview facility in Illinois. These people are just trying to impede law enforcement's job. They're trying to prevent this vehicle from entering the facility. This is this is obstruction of justice. That's what this is. When you use force to impede a police officer's or law enforcement personnel's duty, their job, you are guilty of obstruction of justice. I don't know any other way to say it. It should be simple. These people should understand. And this is the same issue that these protesters and the Stop Oil protesters, what none of these people understand is your issue is not with the guy in the car. Your issue is with a dude in DC. You need to be over there and stop these massive, first off, stop waving flags of different nations in our country. That automatically turns your point off. We don't care anymore. If you want to try to make a point, make an appointment, schedule a visit with your representative, and argue, debate them, tell them why you believe they're wrong. Use the system that the founders put in place. That's why it's there. And it works. Stop trying to use violence as a mechanism to get your point across. Not only does it ruin your argument, not only does it make us not want to listen to you, but it makes us hate you. The good thing is that this stuff is hopefully going to end soonish, because not only are they working on dismantling the money funding all this stuff, and these people are going to have to end up going back to get jobs because they have to pay rent. They don't own homes, especially not outright. Honestly, this stuff just really pisses me off as someone that loves my First Amendment rights. I have argued for years on the sadness of the fact that less than 20% of this country can name all 5 rights enumerated in the First Amendment. And outside of freedom of speech and religion, almost no one can name any of the other ones. It's embarrassing. It's demoralizing. And these people don't care. They don't care. And neither do their leaders. All their leaders want is to use these children, these idiots, to dismantle something they don't like. It's un-American is what it is. And I can't wait for Stephen Miller and Dom Hammond to just destroy them. It's going to be awesome. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment. What do you think? And I'll see y'all next time.